Welcome back to Brave New World out there today, folks.
This is our second episode of the year.
Second episode of the year. Is this week 3?
Well, we gotta
Week 3?
I think technically.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with week 3.
Yeah.
Go with that. Hold on a second. Let me silence my computer.
Hold, please.
Get 100 emails. All right, announcements real quick. We buy buildings, sell us some. Secondly, I'm going to hire somebody to come work with me on my brokerage business and kind of handle some of my house accounts and work on some projects and work on some leasing some of my assets. That makes sense. So if that interests you, you need to know how to do basic math, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. You probably need to have a real estate license. And be ready to work.
Yep.
And call people, really talk to them. Don't ping them.
Yeah, and part of that is
pinging.
Go to them maybe
Physically to go see someone.
Yes.
I had a real estate story yesterday. We're buying this ranch and I told Barrett, I was like, you're going to see ranch real estate done right now. I mean, we had a meeting yesterday in an office with no heater at an equipment auction company on Bunger Highway.
Yeah.
Well, my grandpa bought the land in 1840. My aunts owned it. We run some cattle on there, but not much because there's no area for cattle. Anyways, we walked out of there. I go, he's like, but my aunt makes all the decisions. I go, so what'd you learn? He goes, I thought it went pretty good. I go, it went terrible. He goes, really? I go, yeah. I go, he just told us he's not the decision maker.
Yeah. And no decisions will be made until somebody dies.
Yep, exactly.
Or they're grossly overpaid.
So, anyways, availabilities, 3450 Bethlehem, 26,787 square feet on 3.41 acres. We will divide it. We got a couple divisions on there. So if you have someone with maybe 10,000 feet looking for a acre and a half, we can do that there. Call Todd Hubbard or David Gwynn on that. 1230 South J. Amler Turner Freeway. We have 2.7 acres there. We will build with some office space. We don't really have shop space and some very odd warehouse space, but we're in the process of working on some permits and plans to build a shop. So you can put somebody with a shop up in there. Call me on that. Dividend in San Antonio, 15,494 square feet on 1.41 acres.
Bring us a tenant, somebody.
Somebody in San Antonio, bring us somebody. Or someone in Dallas that needs a deal in San Antonio. Lease it, sell it, whatever. Initial jobless claims.
Hold, time out before you do that. We will be at ICSC next week.
Yep.
We'll be on the floor for 2 days.
At
least
potentially.
I will be.
Yeah.
We're doing the Daniel Harold happy hour the night before Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to reach us, we're there.
Okay.
I think we are recording live on the floor.
We are.
As well.
At the JLL booth.
Yes. So come find us, text Jeremy, me, or Dylan. The three of us will be there.
Mm-hmm.
And or shoot us an email, however you want to get a hold of us, but we are there.
We will be there.
Live action
Coming in hot. Okay. Initial jobless claims coming out this week. Forecast 215,000. Previous was 217. Let's see. All right. The debt. How much weight did we gain last week, Will?
I bet Grandpa Joe was trying to hammer it, so 40.
37. Now, you do have an extra day in here because this is Tuesday when we're recording.
So it's probably 32.
Yeah. So
trying to get that last money laundering scheme going.
Yep. That's right.
That last push.
So anyways, let's see if Trump can erase that debt.
Doubt it.
I doubt it too. They're just going to be like, screw that, whatever.
Yeah, it's too
that was
hard.
A great talking point during the election. Hang on a second. The Dow gained 1,845 points last week to close out at 43,784. The S&P gained 194 points, close out at 6,022. The NASDAQ closed out at 19,643, gaining 481 points. West Texas crude pretty much stayed about the same, lost 4 points. Lost 4 cents a barrel. $76.53 a barrel right now for some West Texas crude. The 5-year Treasury is at 4.38.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and the 10-year Treasury is at 4.58. So, let's look at the stocks. How are the CRE stocks doing, bruh? Oh, everything's up. It's all green. Trump's greatest economy ever is already going.
He's making America great again.
1 week performances is real estate services up 9%. The REIT healthcare is leading 1 day performance today, but up for the week. Real estate services, REIT office is second, REIT specialty is third, REIT mortgage is fourth. Everything's still down on the 1 month and the 3 month performance, but real estate services, I think they're going to sell a lot of buildings this year, I guess. We'll see. All right, term of the week. So I was interviewing a young gentleman that is interested in working with me. Mm-hmm. And he starts telling me about his background, and he told me he worked at a fundless sponsor.
Fundless sponsor.
A fundless sponsor.
No fun is occurring there.
I think it's fundless sponsor. I said, what does that mean? They have no money? He goes,
yeah.
It just means they syndicate every deal by deal.
Oh, that's less dramatic.
But to the point, the word was very dramatic compared to the lot lesser of the definition.
I was thinking like a guy who's like, I got all these deals, but I got no money.
Yeah. So it's someone that just syndicates deals. It's a syndicator.
It's a syndicator.
It's syndicator.
Maybe the syndication market's so shitty, they're going to change the name.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a fundless sponsor.
I was like, you are meant to be a finance bro.
Yeah.
So, okay. We'll get the, let's call Versace.
Okay. No crayon eating for you, sir. Whoa. Man, that is loud. Yeah.
Hey, what's happening?
My name is Jeff.
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
Good. Wow, you peppy today, man. Just lockstep. You just crushing skulls, taking names.
Yeah. He's been
Yeah. No, we've got some good things going on.
He's been just shredding the gnar on the mountains here lately. Got a lot of you got your skiing in for the past couple weeks.
I did, and I've never been to the state of Utah. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting deep into the Utah culture.
I've had this fascination with wanting to go to Utah. I don't know.
It's beautiful. I went there for a week skiing up in Ogden, which is forget what they had part of the Olympics there. It's absolutely gorgeous. The skiing's unreal.
Yeah, I was over the Christmas break. I started watching just nothing, like this documentary about American history. And there's this crazy story about Donner Pass. Do y'all know anything about that?
No.
Barrett.
Okay, well, there's
this. Yes, they all get stuck in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
They all get stuck in. Yeah, it's these settlers, and they go through Truckee, California, which is up in all that area. And they get stuck in the mountains, and they have to eat each other to survive. Yep. And it's just gruesome.
Oh my God.
Even after Yeah, the family like eats each other. Like the dad eats the mom and his kids. Anyway,
Okay.
Yep.
anyway, they named the pass after that family.
Oh.
So that's if you want to get a national park named after you, that's one way.
Jeff, it's probably good we all came back to work here.
No, Barrett was.
But yeah, so I watched that, and then there's this series on Netflix called American Prime Evil.
Oh, that's about Joseph Smith, right? Or
yes,
yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Well, Brigham Young.
Brigham Young. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, I've been doing a lot of historical deep dives in that part of the country, and skiing.
Yeah, and skiing.
To add there, you should watch Ken Burns' The West. It's a
okay
7 or 8 episodes. Do you know Ken Burns, the documentary guy?
No.
Oh, it's great. I watched it, I think, with Gerard in the middle of the night when he'd wake up. You know, it's just like you want to go back to bed, but it's like 2:00 in the morning. Baby just ate, and now he's up. So I did that for like a week or two.
Yeah,
and like
he had to take a poop first, right?
Yeah. Just rip one real good, and then. But no, it's kind of it layers on what you've been watching. It's really, but much more fact based.
Oh, you're discrediting my watching?
No. But like this is like boring, like textbook.
Oh.
Yours had too much Hollywood in it.
Yeah. I'm not all about the Hollywood, man.
No.
Well, college football has come to an end.
So Jeremy, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you what I did last night. So, based on your strong pregame shout out,
yeah,
I took the Fighting Irish money line.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it was like $100 to win 320.
Yep.
But after that first drive, that quarterback seemed so gassed.
Yeah.
That I told Christy, I said, I remember when I played at Irving High and we scored the opening touchdown against Plano and went up 7-0, and they were back-to-back state champs. And then they proceeded to beat us 65-7. So I hedged my bet. I got Ohio State at a -3.5 right after that touchdown.
Oh, there you go.
So I ended up just washing last night. But
so I took a little double dippage. I took Notre Dame in the points, and then I took money line also. So, and I had the cover till the field goal in the end. Because I got 9.
Yeah.
I got Notre Dame at 9. It moved to 9. So
I didn't even watch the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the fourth quarter got pretty good. It got pretty interesting there at the end. So, but
really,
yeah, they had a shot. They had a shot to come back.
It's pretty close. It looked like.
Wow.
So, but I think the college football playoff worked. I think a lot of people were whining about it throughout the process, but I think it worked. Like, I mean, what they said, like Notre Dame and Ohio State, neither one of them would have been in the top 4 had they done the 14 playoff again.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know,
they wouldn't have been.
Everybody whined about the first round. I mean, show me a first round of any playoffs that's not kind of lopsided. You know,
True.
You're always waiting for a dark horse to emerge from that. It just didn't happen this year. So, but I thought the rest of the games were pretty good, and I kind of think it worked. So, I'm gonna give it like a 89 or a 90 on a grade. You know, I think it.
So like a B+.
Yeah, B+, A-. You know, so
it was good. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
kind of footballed out, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Well, you're coming.
That's why I'm watching rando documentaries.
Well, check your inbox. I just sent you the one that we talked about. So
Yeah, you can get better educated, Jeff.
sorry, that was not the way I wanted to come off.
No, it's fine.
Well, we got 3 more games for the year to pick, right? So we got some NFL. So you got Commanders, Eagles. How about the Commanders being in the NFC Championship game and the Dallas Cowboys over here just flipping and flopping, whatever they are. So
it is just so disappointing in the Cowboys that
Troy Aikman was
Especially-
not. Did you see that?
oh, he ripped McCarthy.
Yeah, he was a whole can of whoop ass.
Yeah, that's just another. That's part of the 3 to 4 year cycle of the Cowboys. Here we are again. So, but the Commanders go to visit the dreaded and feared Eagles Sunday, 2:00. Philadelphia's -6. I don't know. Philadelphia's pretty good.
What is the weather like? Does anyone know?
That's a good question.
It'll be cold AF.
Yeah.
It's been
Is it going to be? Is there precip? Because I'll tell you right now, I think if they played that game yesterday in a dome, I think the Rams would have won it.
Yeah, golly, that.
But the weather affected the game, and it affected a team like the Rams. So, I mean,
Sunday it shows to be cloudy, but just cold. High of 39, low of 24 in Philly.
Oh,
gross.
Okay, well, subject to the weather, man. I like the Redskins. I think there's something. Jalen Hurts can't finish a season healthy.
Yeah,
and he wasn't healthy going into this week's game, and he wasn't healthy in the game. But they got lucky with fumbles, and the Rams almost still came back.
Yeah.
No, I like the Redskins.
Oh, Cliff Kingsbury.
I like the Redskins and the points.
He's got that offense humming. So
yeah, I mean, you got to go for them, right?
Yeah, going Homer, little Homer playage. Then we have my second Homer playage. Bills Chiefs. KC -2. God, this is always such a great battle. But the Bills always lose. They always lose this game. But these Josh Allen versus Mahomes is always such a great battle, though.
Yes. Yeah. It's a good duel.
I like the Chiefs just because they always win.
Have you seen all the fuss about Mahomes gets all the calls, and people started putting up AI pictures of him and the refs like kind of smooching after the game.
Yes.
They're all kissing.
It was so uncomfortable. I saw that. I was like,
where do you find this stuff? I don't even know where.
It's on Twitter, man. Twitter's got it all. I'll send it to you. It's hilarious. But I mean, I'll tell you what, if I'm going to go on record and say one of the most entertaining things I have found is Antonio Brown's Twitter page. I mean, It is hysterical. That guy has found his calling, and it is being a guy on Twitter. I mean, it is solid gold. Everything he puts up is just solid gold.
Yes.
He is hilarious. He hashtags everything with CTESPN. I mean, it is well worth. If you don't have the Twitter app and you just want to follow, it's well worth the download and just to follow him. It is just totally off the rails, but hilarious.
I'll have to check that out. I have Twitter. It sends me tweets. I kind of read them. I should better. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to look up
But-
Antonio Brown. It is solid gold, just solid gold.
Yo, he's pushing he's pushing a coin right now. I just pulled this feed. You got to just go look at it. I can't talk about it on the show. It's outrageous.
Do y'all are y'all censored?
No.
It just if we start talking about a bunch of bad stuff, it puts more work on Isabella.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
she has
I'm
to
just-
then like do she has to change the episode type or something. So
Oh, yeah.
He did a cracker of the day.
yeah, he does it every day.
He highlighted Trump's son, Barron.
Well, so I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but what was really cool that he did is he did Chink of the Day.
Yeah, he said that.
And what he did was he picked there's a walk-on cornerback for Notre Dame, and Notre Dame had put their name on their jerseys for the college football playoffs. Well, his name was in Chinese.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so he grabbed his picture and called him the Chink of the Day. Well, all these people started throwing a lot of hate at Antonio Brown. This guy's like, what are you talking about, man? This is like an honor to be this. And then so Antonio Brown ended up giving this kid an NIL deal.
Oh, wow.
So, it's like all throughout the playoffs, he's been tweeting this kid, hey, good luck tonight. And all it's his NIL player. So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's Antonio Brown is a solid follow. So
Out of control.
But
Well, what else is going on? How's the real estate world treating y'all?
it seems a little slow right now, but I don't know, we're working on a couple things. But
What was your favorite Trump inauguration point?
Him finding the letter from Joe Biden in his drawer. That was absolutely.
I didn't see that.
Just
To be honest with you, I
absolutely.
didn't get to watch much of it yesterday. I was out.
I listened to the entire speech and it was gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
But I love this new thing we have called the External Revenue Service.
That is so genius.
Yeah.
Like,
It
it's
is.
so genius.
What is it?
Well, he was just saying that we're going to open an organization called the External Revenue Service. It's
Okay.
going to focus on. He said that we've asked our citizens to enrich and pay foreign countries to do business here, and we're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to ask foreign countries to enrich and pay our citizens to do business here.
Yes.
I mean, this could get wild. He's starting off with a value add real estate play.
Yes.
Right off the bat, trying to buy Greenland.
Yes. I've been saying that. Like he's
So someone on Twitter goes, hey, so how do you even comp this out? I go, well, I think the most recent comp is the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
Adjusted for inflation. But I mean, like, wild. Like, man, like,
yeah.
It's pretty interesting to see how many people were so sick of woke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
The crazy thing was all the tech billionaires.
Hey, you know
sitting
what?
There, ready?
Yeah.
You know what I love is this summer I'm going to go vacation in the Gulf of America.
yes.
Yes.
Like, that's official, like today, right?
I don't know.
Like Florida put out a letter. I saw Florida was the first person to use it in a letter, like in an official state letter. They're like, and in the Gulf of America.
I looked on Google Maps this morning, but it hadn't changed
They
yet.
hadn't changed it yet.
Oh.
I want a red line through Mexico, and then it says America on the Google Maps.
So we made the cartels a foreign terrorist organization.
Yeah.
He made a comment. So like, while everyone was watching Notre Dame, I was watching these 45-second highlights
Mhm.
of him signing executive orders.
Yeah.
And the one for the foreign terrorist organizations, Peter Doocy from Fox is like, so if they're labeled this, like, how are you going to send special forces into Mexico to like put an end to them? And Trump looked up. He's like, maybe. You never know. There's been crazier things that's happened. And everybody was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Imagine you just got like Green Berets down there just taking out.
Just sending SEAL teams in and they're
Yeah.
just popping these dudes.
They're just death squads.
Man, that's I love when someone was interviewing him the other day and they tried to ask him a military strategy question and he goes, why do you think I would answer that? I'd have to be an absolute idiot to answer that question. I'm not going to give away military strategy on this. The guy kept pressing the question. I was just like, thank you for like just punking that guy like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, there's a ceasefire in Israel. Like,
yeah, very, very Ronald Reagan-esque how he was able to do that or get credit for it. I don't,
yeah,
but it did happen.
It happened, so it's, I don't know, man. It's going to be a pretty wild. I think the next 90 days are going to be really interesting.
Oh, 100%.
I think that's going to really shape and kind of give us the direction this boat is heading. Everybody thinks,
hey, if we want to start betting on Trump futures every week since football's over,
we should have.
I'm down.
We should have bet on
down.
We should have bet on the Trump meme coin.
We all would have retired.
We would have been done today.
Yeah,
I didn't even know how to do that, but if I could have figured out how to do that, I would have done that.
How much is it?
Oh, well, I think it went up 20. What'd you say?
It went up 20,000%, Jeff. You could buy it like basis points on pennies. It was like 0.001 at one point. It came out and it was trading like at $54 at one point, or $60. I don't know. It was crazy. People pumped like a couple $100,000 into it, and then it just, one dude put $1 million in and was sitting on like $156 million or something crazy.
Let's see. It launched at under $10 and it climbed a high of $75. This is the first day before stabilizing around 52.
It's currently trading at 38. The Melania coin went from like super low to.
How do you monetize yourself into a coin?
I think you just get out of it. I think you just.
I'm just saying, like, how do I become a coin?
You probably can. I mean, that's what the Hawk 2 girl did. She became a coin, and now she's going to prison. Golly.
Oh, really? Is that what's going on?
I mean, that's probably what's going to happen because they rug pulled everybody to the tune of about $50 million.
I kind of feel like that's kind of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm sure that's what that's what these deals are.
She can put that Hawk 2 to use.
She's gonna be a hot commodity in prison.
Oh yeah. Talking about pulling the rug.
Yeah.
Episode title: Pull the Rug.
Yeah.
That's the term of the week. What was the term of the week this week?
Fundless sponsor. I was interviewing fundless sponsor.
What?
So I was interviewing a nice young gentleman about coming to work with me to do some of my brokerage work, and he said he was previously working at a fundless sponsor. And I go, hold up, what? I go, what does that mean? He just doesn't have any money? He goes, no, they just syndicate each deal by deal. I was like, oh, so he's just a syndicator. I was like, well, congratulations. Yeah. You just made term of the week. So, yeah, that was it this week. And, I feel like I'm really running at the end of my rope on trying to find these things, but they just seem to.
Yeah, one usually comes around.
It always just comes around every week. Something shows up. So, well, I think we,
okay.
Let's, we want to start working. We talked about a new segment to add. I don't have anything for it yet, but we need to think about it more. But what I hated about real estate last week.
That can get really out of hand very fast. We probably need to pre-screen before.
Yeah.
We can.
That's got to be done.
We can shoot next week to do a trial run on that. Yeah. I'll try to come up with something you hated.
No names named.
Yeah, no names.
Ultra named. Egregious.
Yeah. So, well, awesome. Well, all right, Mersace. We'll see ya.
Yep. See ya.
Bye. That was awesome. Okay. News wise,
hold on.
Okay. Oh yeah. Trump is back. 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 Eminem would hate that though because he
doesn't like him, right?
Yeah.
Oops.
I watched 8 Mile this weekend though. I've seen it, but I was hanging out with Todd and his son hadn't seen it and was like really into Eminem, so we all watched it.
Oh God, how old is he? Like 10?
It really wasn't that bad.
No,
there's really nothing in there that's that bad. There's some language and stuff, but
nothing the kids probably hasn't heard already.
It's a good story though, man.
It is. It's like a real American dream.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of music, there is a $300 million McKinney amphitheater development, and Troy Aikman is involved with this. Where you can, it's essentially a syndicated private equity real estate deal where you can buy into this deal. I actually saw the deck on it. I don't know. I think
the idea. I saw like a website for it last year. Seems like a cool idea.
Venue Holding Corporation has secured nearly 50 acres in McKinney for its planned $300 million amphitheater development. So this thing's going to be 20,000. This is going to hold 20,000 people. Okay. So it's going to compete. Hold on, spam risk. We can't talk right now. This thing is going to compete with American Airlines Center, Dos Equis Pavilion.
Oh, wow.
So those venues, because I went down the rabbit hole pretty hard on this one.
Like that caliber of entertainment.
Well, I mean,
directly.
Well, I mean, that's the seating. And so the big deal is, the Colorado-based hospitality and entertainment company led by founder and CEO J.W. Roth purchased 46 acres near 75 and 121 in a deal with the McKinney Economic Development Corporation. Hold on 2 seconds. Sorry, I gotta get something for Tammany real quick. Hold, please.
Basically, you can buy into the deal. It sounded like.
Okay, so here's financial terms of the deal were not disclosed. The calling council is taxable value is $22 million. The Sunset Amphitheater will feature 20,000 seats, 300 fire pit suites, and 5,100 parking spaces. Additionally, in a partnership with NFL Hall of Famer, the venue will include the Aikman Club, a members-only space providing high-end cuisine and premium seating. The venue operates venues in Gainesville, Georgia, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Now, I don't think they operate these. I might be wrong, but I don't think they have built one yet to completion. Maybe in Colorado, but they have a lot of these going up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they've completed one. Construction on the amphitheater is set to begin this spring, with the venue expected to host major concerts, graduations, comedy shows, and after its anticipated 2026 completion. Official project annual attendance is up to 700,000, driving significant economic growth for the region. So the thought is this: you buy a fire pit for like $300,000.
Yeah.
You get a 3% preferred return. Yuck. And then you, based on their venue sales, you make money on your.
You participate in cash flow.
Yeah.
Of ticket sales.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, or productions put on at the venue.
And on every show, like if Chappelle shows up, you've got your fire pit there, and you get an allocation from your fire pit.
Well, you can either sell your tickets to make your return, or you can attend the show.
Okay. Do you partake in just general admission ticket sales too, or?
I can't remember. I think it's the whole. I think it's everything. I mean, it's the venue, right? It's an operating business, but I mean, they're targeting like 17% IRR for investors. And my whole thing, and
it seems a lot harder than it should be.
Well, I came to the conclusion. I had one of our investors was looking at it. He's like, "What do you think with this?" And I was like, "I think if you want to go to a concert, just go to a concert."
Or just be okay losing money on it and just using it for its entertainment value.
Right. Or like, I said, my concern is this, like, what guarantees that they get the acts?
Sure.
I mean, how's American Airlines not going to get the acts? You know, I mean, like
why go to House of Blues? You can go to House of Blues instead of there.
Well, House of Blues is a lot smaller venue.
Okay.
So again, you've got American Airlines, you know, these are big, big acts. So I mean, like
Dickies.
You're going to compete with the Las Vegas Sands Corporation.
Oh yeah,
because that's who owns American Airlines.
I don't think. Do they own the arena? Regardless, that's your competition.
I mean, they control. I guarantee you, they control it.
They definitely have.
I saw a commercial for legalizing gambling in Texas during the college football playoffs. Brought to you by Las Vegas Sands. So there's a venue going there too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If they get that done, there's a venue going there. You got Toyota Music Factory.
I forgot about that place too.
There's a lot of competition for acts.
I will say this though, north of George Bush, there's nothing.
No, there isn't. So location wise, yes.
Yeah.
You have the density probably to make it work. I don't know. My thought was, I was like, well, here's the other thing too. Like, I think you put your money in now, and I don't think you get I don't think your clock starts on your preferred return. It's very unclear.
Like it's all baked in.
And this investor of ours, that was Seth. So I was at Seth's house sitting there with him reading through it. He goes, well, what do you think? He goes, I can set up a call with him if you want. I go, you don't want to do that. I'll ask him a bunch of really uncomfortable questions and it'll get it weird because I might get to the root of an answer. And
just buy concert tickets.
Yeah. So that's what he goes, what do you think? I go, do you want to go to some shows, man? Go to some shows.
Like, buy the best seats in the house.
Well, I guess the way to, I always look at how am I getting out of this? Right?
Yeah.
So how do you get out of it? You pray to God that a waiting list forms for these things.
Yeah, mark it up and assign it to somebody else.
I mean, it's like buying season tickets to the Cowboys and selling your seat license and hoping then that's your business plan, right?
Yeah. Or like, hey, you're buying into a country club.
Yeah, you are.
That's what
it's a music country club.
It's a music country club. And I don't know, if you do something like that, you just expect not really to make any money.
I don't know. I hope they do well. It just, I don't know. I was like,
now that we're talking about it, if you think about where the placement is of all those stadiums, they're in the middle of the Metroplex.
This is on the
you draw a straight line. This one's really far north. Think about like Dickies. If you go left to right, Dickies. Then you have AT&T. You have AT&T. Then they're all lateral to each other. Then you have Toyota. And then you have American Airlines. And the Dos Equis is just kind of like Fair Park a little bit, but it's not that.
But it's still downtown.
South.
I mean, it's downtown Dallas.
Yeah. But like if you were to draw a straight line, that's a hockey stick up, right? Like that's like the new one up in McKinney. It's like it's 35 miles away, 30 miles away.
Yep.
So
then, I mean, I wonder if acts take that into consideration.
Well, where do you fly into, right? You got your entourage you're flying in. You got flying to DFW, you flying into Love, and you got to drive up there. Yeah. What your hotel accommodations like? You stay at the Omni. You start like layering in all these things.
I think, I mean, I wouldn't think that would be as big of a deal because those people are used to moving around all day long, right?
True.
That's their life. They're a nomad, right? But I think like, if you're like, okay, well, density wise, we can just go to American Airlines Center and
sell it out.
Well, then I mean, you're coming to a pretty competitive market.
Yeah,
it's not like there isn't a venue. This isn't something that we don't have and desperately need.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
There's definitely an abundance of.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyways, I wonder what and that's the thing too. When you start putting a celebrity's face on it, what is their real involvement? Like, who cares if Troy Aikman's on it?
Yeah. It should just be cool, fun to go to.
Great. You're great at analyzing football and you like music. Cool. I'm sure he's really smart.
Yeah.
But, like, what does he get? Like,
Well, I think it comes down to like you said earlier, like you start asking probing questions.
Yeah.
Is this a fund list sponsor?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, an Aikman's a really powerful marketing tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably they probably want to do that to help raise money.
Yeah. No, it is.
or
I mean, so
bring-
like, how's he compensated in this deal?
I'm sure he gets part of the promote somehow.
Yeah. I mean, so like, I don't know. Like, I think when you start mixing celebrities and investments, it's like a recipe for.
Why isn't the city of McKinney doing it? Because I think American Airlines was owned by the city of Dallas at one point.
Yeah.
Where it was a pretty big. Well, I guess they partnered with this guy, right? McKinney. The city.
It sounds like the economic development's. I'm sure they're partnering somehow with them. So I don't know. Anyways, hope it works. I'll probably go to a concert there.
Yeah.
Not much else news other than
Trump signed an executive order mandating that all federal employees come back to the office effective immediately.
Golly. Did you see?
That directly impacts us.
I saw a group of people that gathered in San Francisco to stand on the side of some hill and collectively scream at the same time.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It was hilarious.
So weird.
Yeah. You're going to have to come to work.
Well, and here it is. Only 6% of federal employees work from an office full time, and some aren't working at all. Audit fines. I've heard this. Maybe I heard it on Rogan or somewhere else, but like a lot of the departments, their requirement was 1 day a month in office. And so they would do the last day of the month and then the first day of the month. And so people didn't have to come in for like 60 days.
Months.
Yeah. So you do the 31st and you do the 1st and then see you in 58 days.
Wow.
And you just go home and fuck around.
Man, I'm interested to see how Doge really works, man. If they can clean up some of this crap.
We just need to stop spending money.
Well,
like
on stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is just all nonsense. We've let nonsense run the world for a while, and that sounds like that's getting reined in pretty tight right now.
So one thing I learned last night, listening to him sign all these things, our participation agreement in the World Health Organization is $500 million. And Trump was explaining that China has almost 5 times more people in their country. Their participation was in the 30 millions range. Why are they 5 times the size and paying literally 15 times less?
Well, I think this all goes back to you're not hiring we just hired someone who's not a career politician.
Yeah.
You hired a businessman.
It's just like, it's like overspending on drywall. Why?
Mm-hmm. Just cause?
We had an investor, Nick, when he was working in tech, he was telling me how when people put bids out to purchase hardware from, Apple, Microsoft, all these big groups, the budget's the budget. And so if you go into Apple or the Best Buy and the computer's $2,000, well, if the government slated $3,000, they sell that computer, from my understanding, for $3,000. Doesn't what MSRP is to the general public. What a waste. So.
It sounds like it's going to get cleaned up.
Hope.
So, well, that's kind of all I got today.
Yeah, that's really all I got.
So, call us if you got a deal.
Yep.
We're active.
We're active on the lending side, too. Very active right now.
Probably.
We're more active.
More active there right now than we are on the buying stuff. But we're ready, willing, and able.
Yes.
So, all right. See you next week.